Hey guys, I'm here with Ambi Girly.
Ambi Girly, BDB.
Welcome to She Bougie Radio.
18.
BDB's 18, and I got him on. Hit listen to him, y'all.
You guys get your BDBs for the holidays. Kwanzaa coming up. Get your BDBs. It's very meaningful.
I'm still stacking up. I like the noise they make too, y'all.
Ground yourself. Get rid of the low vibrations and vibrate higher.
All right, so this is Talk That Ish on She Bougie Radio. So today's topic is confidence. I have Amber here because I want to know what she thinks about it. So let's get into it. Amber.
Okay.
What is confidence to you?
Well, confidence to me is like a self-presentation of what you have within. Like literally like your process of what's inside of you. And then when you get to present it, that's how everybody else views it. But, no, I shouldn't say but it's harsh. People get this personification that they have to prove themselves. So self-confidence is now labeled with social media.
Yeah.
What's trending.
Yeah.
How what I'm doing making you feel.
Saturation.
So to me, self-confidence is just you and what you bring out within. And when you gave me that topic, because I literally work with the youth, this is a topic that is needed for young girls, young boys that are learning about themselves. And literally just, if I could just give self-confidence, I would just say self-love.
Right.
Self-care. And it could just start from there. The Urban Dictionary, when I looked it up, they said self-confidence is being content with who you are and mentally and physically. So mental and physical are just like standard. Because when I say within, you go spiritual, beyond the physical, and then it could go within like how you were raised.
Yeah.
Like
it could go from a lot of variables.
What about you? Like
me personally, shit.
She bougie. She bougie. So
confidence to me is just exuding yourself, being you, and being happy that you're that way, and not giving a fuck a motherfucker. I'm sorry. What anybody has to say or how they feel about it. No narcissism, just happiness with the self. That's all. Like, I don't mind dressing how I want to. I don't mind dressing down. That's me being confident in my own self too, because let's just say we up for the same nomination, but you win. Oh my gosh, what the fuck am I gonna do? Cry? No. I'm gonna be happy for you. That's not to say that my work wasn't good. That's me having confidence right there. It works both ways. Especially when it comes to like spiritual stuff, mental like care, taking care of yourself. Like if you don't love yourself, you can't take care of yourself. And then you can't blame nobody for none of that. It's literally you. You in charge of your own life. The only person stopping you is you.
Yeah. Self-confidence is also learned at your lowest time.
Yes.
Like when you like doubted yourself, when you thought you didn't do the best on the test, or the interview didn't go the way you want, and knowing how you were presented the next time. It literally is a learned thing. And
you gotta be aware of yourself to do all that, because if you don't pay attention, but that even comes from caring about yourself. So
some people don't even care about themselves.
Yeah.
And some people need the benefit of doubt from an outsider to even show their confidence.
Yeah.
And then another thing is self-confidence could also come from somebody bringing you down and you wanting to be perfected. Self-perfection and
realizing stuff.
Because you meet the most beautiful women sometimes, and they would freak out because a hair speck is out of place, like on some real stuff. Like I think I was watching this one time again. I watched Black China, and she had like a video on Wendy Williams, or she was being interviewed, and
I need to go watch it.
her hair or something wasn't right.
Oh, China.
Yeah, and she freaked out, but she didn't freak out because it didn't necessarily. Well, she did freak out because it didn't look right, but she freaked out because she is selling an image. She's selling her image. She literally, that's what she does. And because something was out of place, everybody went down. Verbally, she was emotionally outraged. And it was embarrassing because it was like,
sis.
but that's her money maker. So, but I
That's
couldn't
not
relate.
gonna stop it though.
I couldn't relate.
And then to be honest, any publicity is good publicity, especially when you already done known for being not so
Perfect.
or maybe too friendly with yourself.
Yeah. And I mainly take it back to the youth because I have daughters. So my job is to teach them early, like accept who you are.
Dumb.
If you don't know who you are, figure it out. And sometimes it takes waking up in the morning, smelling your stank breath, and these, my breath stink.
Own your shit.
Or, ooh, my hair is not the best. But you have to love yourself in that moment. Like, you literally have to love yourself in that very moment.
Like, you see this look she has? This is her hair. This is her, right? There are people I know that are like, they can't even walk around with like this fuzz. Yeah. And I'm like, that's who you are. You're black. Just accept it.
They give us this personification that we as black women, especially if we go on hair, we'll be talking for hours. We'll offend thousands of women. And at the end of the day, that's not where we're at. We're talking about acceptance of self. Now, if you get paid, like what our reference was Black China, for your image, then that's your lifestyle and that's your choice, and everybody has these choices. But when we come to these moments where we have little girls that are finding themselves, and
I was once one.
they're looking up to us.
Yeah.
They're looking up to these Beyoncés. They're looking up to whoever it is, whoever. And when you aren't acknowledging that, one, you're human, two, you don't have to be picture perfect everywhere you go. You don't need makeup to hide who you are, make you look better. Yes, it enhances, but it's not you. Like,
some people would just accentuate to the fullest and make you look like a clown because you're cute. So you're so cute. Like, how do you just take that off like that, and then you put more on your cuteness? Now you just look ridiculous.
And it's not like an everyday thing. Like, makeup is not like an everyday thing. And what you gotta realize is you wasting a lot more time
and money
to impress a dude that don't even like that. Like, a dude don't like
the type of nigga that you want, you're not gonna get because you got that on.
Or the type of king that if you dealing with king.
She said king.
If you're dealing with a king.
She said king.
He's going to look at you and be like, damn, that's my queen. Like, regardless of what she has on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, if you going to a nice event and you want to do it up a little bit more than
he
your
should be
average
like,
day,
ooh.
That's what makes it like that's mine. They looking
like, that's it.
But your everyday,
I get like mediocre dressed up, and he'd be like, "Ooh, I like that. You cute," and I'd be like, "What?" But then I'd be like, "Well, shoot, okay, it works."
And we also had to get in tune with the body types, because now
there is not even a body type. It's just a body.
Yep. We both skinny, but we still shape different. Like,
there's two types of skinny. If that's the case, then what type of that type of skinny? Like we can go on forever. Just shut up. You got skin covering your bones, and so do I. We all right.
And it's not always about appearance. Self-confidence is not about appearance, people. It's literally it's how you present yourself. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's sitting up straight. Sometimes it's speaking clearly. Sometimes it's just expressing yourself and acknowledging what you know.
Yeah.
And that's more attractive than, like, in my opinion, that's more attractive than anything. Mm-hmm. Being able to express what you know. Being able to give who you are through your experience.
And then we all human, so we should have no problem doing that. There should be no problem, guys.
We are.
Why are we so stingy? Life is short. You don't own nothing. We share this land. We are all using it. It doesn't belong to anyone. Whether you got a paper or not, I don't care. Because technically, that's bullcrap. This is not your grass. We just here claiming stuff, you know? Live your life. Remember that people are in it. And just be happy about that. Like, appreciation, being grateful about stuff is like, that's another thing when it comes to being confident. Because if you don't appreciate nothing, you're not confident in it. Then you got to appreciate yourself in the middle of that. Like, do you know you're going to grow? Or are you just okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not confident enough to grow anyway. Even if some people not meant for that, that's fine. But we can all help each other, you know? Confidence in community helps too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's the biggest thing. Being confident in your surroundings. Being confident in who your circle is. Being confident in sometimes even your worst family members. You know,
watch you sit right next to.
Sometimes you gotta be confident in your struggle. And another thing that I mentioned, so mental self-confidence is not doubting yourself. Because we are sometimes our own worst enemy, and we going in our heads like, I could have done this better, or I could have got here faster, but what is manifested will be like, this is sometimes it's not going to go every way you put it to be. And it might go that way in the beginning and in another way, but that is the process of learning life.
Jay Mari said the confidence in your struggle.
The confidence in your struggle. And thank you, Jay Mari. Yeah, the confidence.
Shout out Jay Mari.
So the confidence in your struggle is overcoming and being in your growth. And not doing the same thing that you just mistaked prior. And
you got to care to do that. Because I will tell you right now, if you don't give no F's, you're not even going to be worried about that stuff that you need to fix. You need to care. You need to care 100%. If you could shoot for 1,000, do so. But never less than what is your best, okay? Wasted time. Oh, my gosh.
Another one I wrote down was your spiritual self-confidence. Thank you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Your spiritual self-confidence.
That one took me a long time to get to.
I'm still learning. It's still, because one, I was raised one way, thinking like Christianity is the way. This is how you're saved. Ultimately, I always go back to relating to Christianity. But when I learned about the culture, and I'm still learning, so I'm not perfect on everything. But when I learned where we came from, my self-confidence elevated. Like, I stopped doing my hair a certain way. I started reading and looking at us a lot differently. I started looking at the features a lot differently. And I started looking at the skin tones a lot differently. Mm-hmm. So I changed my thought process when I learned about who and where I came from. And
for me, that was just because that was in my household a lot. Like, even on the art on the walls, you know, just the music being played. Like, and then how my parents were. Like, for me, I kind of had that foundation, but to understand it, that was something different. Like, first I had to appreciate it and really understand it. Like, not only is that who I am, that's a good thing. Whether someone tries to beat me or tear me down for it, it's still a good thing. You know how they say, your haters always there to beat you down or whatever. That's not to be rude or bring up that type of topic, but slavery.
Slave mentality.
Exactly. Like that's the same thing. You just letting somebody do that to you. You're allowing that at that point for you not to defend yourself or have that even a shell over yourself. Like that's damaging.
Mm-hmm.
It's real damaging.
There's another one. I'm not sure how we go on it, but the sexual self confidence, like understanding your sexuality.
Woo.
And being confident in your sexuality
That's
as well.
For a lot of people.
Because some people might be thinking like, oh, I should demonstrate myself like this so he can want me or she can want me like that.
But there's nobody to tell them that they have other options either.
Alongside.
And then you got gays out here going through that right now. Like, don't nobody want to hear that. Mm-hmm. But they still people. No matter who I like, I'm not technically bothering you. Now that whole put it in your face type of thing is too much for me, but you're still a person, you know.
I feel like right now in the school system, right now what I'm learning is now that sexuality is starting to get into the school system. Now it's like, how should we present this? Because people have to be trained on believing something that they weren't necessarily brought up to believe.
Put them in a situation.
But these scenarios are playing out like, okay, should we have unisex bathrooms? And
that's how we handle it. You got to see how we handle it, right?
Yeah, but I'm offending you if
you might offend me the way you clean up. You might offend me the way your hair parted sometimes. I don't know. Not that you. I would never be offended by anything you do. I'm just giving you examples. Okay. Like I could be offended by you not having your nails done. You know.
Yeah.
Bitches be looking at me like, what's going on with you? And I'm like, girl, can I take a break? I've been doing this since I was 12. Come on now, let me just chill.
I took a real
break. I'm offending you.
Like, oh, sis. As long as it's clean, hygiene is also a way of displaying confidence too. And that's something that people should know as well.
Yeah.
Because you could look a certain way and smell totally different. And that's simple. Like that's simple things. So that also goes into, you know, learning about your sexual self and being confident.
Girl, mine was rocky. I thought I was gay. I swear. Let me tell y'all a story. So I was minding my business. I was in like elementary school. No, not elementary school. I was in daggone high school. I was in elementary school. I started like, you know, doing that little stuff that kids be doing.
Like normal experimenting.
Hey, what's that? No?
Yeah.
Those too.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Oh, that's a boy thing, you know?
Okay.
Then it started growing up to, oh, I don't have time for that. Because I caught my parents all the time. So I already was hit. That's what y'all know. That's all it is. Then you get one of me, and then I watched my brother come out. So I knew what it was.
You watched him come out?
Not the vagina, but I watched the whole thing. And then I was there just not to see that part.
Okay.
So it was like, I got to see from a young child family and all that other shit, and then all of a sudden now I gotta like understand it. So because I'm so curious and because I'm patient and I got the time, I took the time to do that. But then like everybody do their little whole shit, cool. Trying to tell you, I swore up and down one day. I woke up, I was like looking at girls differently because I was like, why ain't I lose my virginity yet like everybody else? I thought something was wrong with me.
Like it was bad?
Mm-hmm.
Like
because everybody else was doing it. It wasn't me. It was y'all being too fast. For me, I was moving at my pace. But I was assuming stuff. So I didn't jump into losing my virginity. I just jumped in and trying to figure it out. So eventually it was like, oh. So now I'm like, let me see if I like girls. So I started worrying about it, focusing on it. And I was like, oh.
Not for me.
I tried. I had like maybe 4 girlfriends, and then I had this one girlfriend. Like we worked out, but she knew what it was when we got into it. You know, I'm not really that way, but I think I might be. Let me try to figure it out. Are you willing to do that with me? And we were friends, so it worked out pretty good. Then we was honest a lot. Well, most of the time. I don't know the other side, but I know I was. We still friends to this. We're not friends. We still cool to this day. So. I don't know, but I learned like after doing that, I'm not gay.
Did that make you like a more confident woman?
It did, because once I started messing with guys, it was awesome.
Blank, point blank. I'm not gay, guy.
Woo!
That's
So,
funny.
yeah.
That's good to know. Business self-confidence.
I had to learn that by doing it. I ain't get none of that. And it was an accident. For people who doing it and they did it because they wanted to, that's probably different. For somebody who didn't and it's just an accident, I stumbled upon it and now I'm just trying to figure it out.
I think you're getting it.
I
know
I'm doing things
you
right.
it.
So I ain't mad at myself. And then where I'm about to go, like me and him, we on it. We plotting
vibe.
Right.
You got the vibe.
Okay?
You feeling the vibe.
I'm excited.
Your self-confidence can come from your upbringing and your lack of upbringing. What would you say?
Or your lack of upbringing might give you the confidence, depending on how you use it. If you use it for motivation, that's your confidence right there.
The lack of upbringing could also display like why you might not be successful in some areas that you should be.
They might need to realize something, or somebody need to tell them something.
Yeah.
Because in those cases, you shouldn't be alone anyway. You should have somebody to care about you. At least talk to you, hold you, something.
Some people ain't got that.
And that's the sad part. Well, I won't say sad, because some people don't realize they don't need it. I will say that. Some people don't realize that they actually have the strength to do things for themselves.
When you realize your own powers, being able to guide your own mental awareness of what I can do for myself to make myself happy, so that if someone comes to add to my happiness, I gain something from this. Gaining something mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever the case may be, gives that self-confidence. Self-confidence, I just wrote down like a few things, comes from accomplishments. It comes from truly not having self-confidence. Like, if you truly don't have it, you fake it until you make it. It's kind of what I got from that. Like,
that's what we all should be doing. Because technically, you still got to live your life. That's faking right there. Knowing damn well you don't want to go to work, but you go, when you put that smile on, you better put that smile on, get that check. That little 2-day sadness ain't nothing on that bill being due, okay? That's to pay them bills.
Fake it till you make it. Meaning, like, if you know you going into that interview and you don't qualify, but guess what? You need me for your company. If you don't get me, your company won't be as successful.
Delivery. You saw that delivery? This not even an interview, and she already got the spot.
That's sometimes that's just how you gotta bring it. You gotta bring it like you would die without me type. You wouldn't breathe the same.
Me.
The oxygen, the carbon that comes out of my mouth would not help. Would help, I should say. Would help. Just like sell it, basically. I kind of touched, I think. Oh, self-esteem. That's what we had to kind of target.
It be the people with the most motherfucking mouth got the lowest amount of esteem. God.
What did they say? Is it that saying, the loudest person in the room be the weakest?
It's funny because I'm super loud, but I'm the quietest motherfucker in the room.
Yeah.
And I be looking around like the loud ones they be irking the tone. My ears can't do that. I got them ears that you get too loud, they start hurting. Like, I'm a girl and we can laugh like girls, but if a bitch in here talking about
you doing too much.
I couldn't even continue laughing.
You doing too much. You be like, come on, girl.
That took a lot of air out. Okay.
Some people gotta
look at what I did.
The frequency change, the element, like the wavelength,
the diaphragm.
It's just sometimes I'm on a frequency like just this. sometimes I'll raise my voice a little bit, but this is my frequency.
If Amber raised her voice, that's passion. She trying to tell you something, and you need to listen.
Listen.
Amber don't be like that for no reason. She just be sitting around happy like this. We always be chilling, and then people want to take us out our element, and then we got to get buck.
And then like the build up. That's the thing. You gotta understand like the build up.
I'm hella aggressive.
I can be aggressive.
I feel like you be whooping people's ass.
I don't.
If somebody
I don't.
like really mess with you,
that's why I don't.
mess them up. I can't.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's why I'm learning to be like, because I'm like, dang.
You probably won't even tie your hair up straight.
No, I need my locks. I don't touch people anymore. Like how my spirit works. Like I really have to be protecting myself because I just don't want that person to come out. Nobody deserves that person. I don't wish that on nobody. Like I do have triggers, but I've worked on the triggers.
That's because you care and about yourself and about the well-being of you motherfuckers.
Yeah. That what she said. What she said.
She's keeping you safe.
Yeah, and then you have an image and a reputation.
Oh, I wanted to talk about how guys, I'm gonna say little boys, like to forget that self-confidence is something that helps make their woman. Now, you men out here, notice I said men. Men build their women up. There you look. Come here, let me hit that. Just come here. Can we get it for you? Come on now. You know what that means.
Yeah.
She bad.
You look good.
Bad. He don't even want you to have it on no more. That's how bad it is.
That's where I was going with it.
So then all of a sudden, you got a boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He like, she cute, but she ain't cute enough.
Ooh.
What
does that mean? Hold on, stop, pause.
I'ma still mess with her.
Stop, pause.
But I'ma just try to get her up there for real. So you already went into it knowing daggone well she not what you wanted. But by you taking this time with her and then trying to build up something that she wasn't in the first place, you've now created a monster. And you are half of the monster.
Yep.
It don't make not one sense.
A lot of these guys just kind of, I can't say a lot of these guys. Some guys want what it looks like, but not what it comes with.
Ideas
the idea of
your mind.
The idea
it's
of
separate
having.
from reality. You have it and you don't. Like you just said, the idea of having it and the idea of wanting it, needing it, and thinking about it. Keeping it is technically having it.
Yes.
If you got it, you got to keep it. But
some
if you
people
don't
can have
understand
it. And like,
I spent a lot of my life, when I realized that I
it.
wanted to keep a man and not a boy, and I actually wanted some things for myself and what I needed to keep and do that, I was like, all right, bet. How am I going to keep a man if I don't know nothing about him? Let me go ask people. Hey, I've spent my life like figuring it out. I've asked friends that's guys. I've asked all type of people questions. Or I'll be listening on y'all conversations. Y'all talking a lot. Niggas is crazy. Y'all talk some shit. Y'all don't even know what
they talk more than us.
What? Y'all talk so bad. Y'all is y'all need the teacups. Talk about hot tea. Niggas be all day running their mouth.
What if
hey yo. Niggas in Baltimore.
I know.
Hey yo, dummy. Yo, for real, y'all. Why? Like, boy, finish that word.
Dummy.
Nah, dude.
Stupid. We from Baltimore, so you guys understand. And now I just be like, I'm not on that frequency.
The
So I be
illiteracy.
like, yo, can you call each other something else?
The illiteracy. And then y'all proud to say
out in public.
Screaming dummy at each other. And
and one females too.
If one and more y'all, I'm gonna do this and this scream. If one more man or boy, if you got penis or vagina, and you walk up to me and you tell me at a loud rate, a loud tone of voice, the drugs that you have, we gonna have a problem.
Dimes on the ready.
We gonna have a problem.
I got it on the D's.
Stop telling me the amount and stop telling me what it is. Because first of all, I'm gonna go to the quiet one. If I was going to get it,
I'm the detective.
I'm gonna go to the quiet one. And on that, we gonna take a break, y'all, because we gonna stop talking about drugs. Hey guys, we're back and we have another guest here. This is Summer. Say hey, Summer.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, so the camera's right there. Say hey.
Hi.
All right, so I'm gonna ask Summer a few questions because Summer is really smart and I want to see how she feels about self-confidence. First question is, how do you feel about yourself?
Good.
You feel good about yourself, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, how do you love yourself every day?
Mostly times.
Hmm?
Mostly times.
How do you love yourself every day? Do you give yourself a hug? Do you spend time with yourself? Like, what do you do?
I play with my toys.
You play with your toys, so you do a little self-care playing with your toys, right?
Yeah.
And with your toys, do you like have like kind conversations or something?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but today
Today.
I play with my toys,
Get your hands out your mouth.
but this is and sometimes what I do so is
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so the last question is, what do you want to teach other children? If you could tell another child anything to make themselves feel good, what would you tell them?
Whenever help.
That's confident. She's
No.
confident
What
to
do I
ask for
ask
help.
you? I say, who's great? And you say,
Nothing.
no, who's great?
Nothing.
Stop being silly.
I don't want to say that.
You don't want to say that?
No.
So we're still working on our self-confidence. But she really has it. You want to do your own YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
So you want kids to watch you on your YouTube channel?
Yeah. I'm gonna make slime on my YouTube channel.
You want to what?
Make slime on my YouTube channel.
So how are you going to make your YouTube channel better than anybody else's? Because everybody's doing slime.
Well, sometimes I do slime, but
You going to do other stuff?
yeah, sometimes I do other stuff like other stuff, but I'm gonna call it the unicorn slime.
Wow, okay.
So you're going to make unicorn slime.
So what does that look like? Is it like colorful?
It's gonna be like rainbow stuff.
Rainbow?
Mm-hmm.
Can it have glitter? Because I might buy some. I love glitter.
Yes.
Coming soon. And look.
Give me some glitter.
Unicorn glitter
And
slime by Summer.
no,
Oh, what's it called?
by unicorn.
It's going to be by
What if
Unicorn.
that's like her stage name? Call it. She can call herself the unicorn, or
Yeah,
just
that would be cool.
unicorn. No one else is named unicorn.
But when I say who's great, what do you say?
Mm-hmm.
Honest.
I'm saying
You don't have to, but you're on the channel, so you gotta say it. Say it for everybody. We're gonna teach people how to be more confident. So we are learning confidence out your mouth. Summer.
what? I'm great. Done.
You say I'm great.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to try. Who's great?
I'm great.
I'm great.
Yeah. Yes, we're great. All right, Summer. Yes, it was nice having you. Thank you. Hey, y'all. We back.
Or whatever.
Or whatever. I'm with it. So, we are spending today's episode talking about self-confidence. And it's not really self-confidence about what? It's just self-confidence in general. I'm here with Ambi Gurley. And you're on Talk That Ish on She Bougie Radio. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all tuned into the first half of the segment. Before y'all started to hear all the wonderful music I just played. Y'all know y'all was in there jigging. Getting pop. We got Godhead Visions
Go ahead, Vision.
behind the camera.
Behind the camera.
Visions in
Yes.
here was good people.
He out here producing stuff, okay? Video man, cameraman, photo man, all that stuff. And he's also a social media coordinator. So if you need your social media coordinated and you need the content to put on it, Godhead Visions is what you need.
I got you, fam.
End the discussion.
Let me know. Give me the address.
And
I'll
he
give you the
cares.
cash app.
What you mean? Great prices. He even doing deals for y'all models that need some stuff done. What's that? The pictures and
Mm-hmm.
all that. Little sexy videos with the music playing.
Yeah, get a nice background
Water
going.
dripping.
Yeah.
All on their ticket.
We could do a
Looking
nice
out
little,
sexy.
commercial. A little bit of everything.
No, yeah.
So
Okay.
hit me with that cash app.
Don't
I've been
hit
trying to
his
do
cash
free
app.
work too. I've
He
been trying to
playing
do more
games.
free work lately, but people still bluff
Wow.
off of free work.
That's y'all. He
That
talking
I
about
still
y'all.
put serious editing into.
Y'all bluffing.
Y'all bluffing for real.
And Maryland, obviously, because
Look, when that price tag go up, I don't want to hear shit.
he literally just said he got free stuff going on. And if he don't get no stuff off of that, dang.
That price tag is gonna be nasty.
Maryland is just what I thought it was. Shoot.
Real shit. Got to get it together.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Amber has a few things she wants to share with you all, and I'm gonna let her get into it.
So yeah, the idea of having someone just because of the based on how she might look in this case, or what she might have,
Yeah.
and the fact that you like the chase of getting the it girl, and really once you get it, you don't know what to do with it. So toxic.
I'm telling
Toxic.
you, just as clueless as they want to be.
Toxic.
But then want a girlfriend that do all this stuff. She a freaking magical unicorn. She's a fairy princess.
Yeah.
Like, how is this
The
possible?
The olden days. They say the girl gives all of the cow. She's
Oh yeah.
she's giving all the cow and the milk, and she don't even got the ring. I've been there. So making sure he got food in his belly, making sure the house clean, making sure the kids are fed. If
Y'all be
that's
taking
the
advantage
case.
of our natural selves.
And
Just the
and
fact
now
that we are women, y'all take advantage of that and expect things from us because that's what y'all assume that's what we are. We are not that. We are not what you want. We are what we come out of our mother's vaginas as.
Mm.
And if you do not appreciate it, men,
or build on a woman. We are about it.
this means BITCH in sign language. So I deliver this to you.
So, with that being said, and praying on the it woman and praying on what she has or what she looks like, and then realizing one, she might not even be what you thought she was, which might be a bubble head. She's just a body.
At that point, yeah.
Got more head than you got body. Or something.
She got body. Got more head than she got body.
Yeah, there you
What
go.
was it? It was some shit. I was.
You just said so.
Kendrick Lamar funny too. He got this skit in his song. I forgot what song it is. At the end of it, it's this old man talking about.
The mother and
I
the
love
father.
that ass. She got a big old fat ass.
Look at that
Look at that
ass.
ass.
They gonna order the
This
dominoes.
nigga keep talking about dominoes. Bring that car there so we can get some dominoes. Talking about dominoes.
Dominoes.
Who want dominoes? Dominoes. Ah shit. Here you go. I'm like, I love that. I stay listening to that.
Shut up, Hope. That's basically what I heard. Like, shut up, Hope.
Like, who grandfather and grandmother is this? But that's pretty much what you just reminded me of. Got more than she got body.
But yeah, now we as females are establishing ourselves and really not even really needing
Yeah, fuck y'all.
that. And some guys ultimately don't really even need females anymore. It used
The
to
only
be.
reason I need him is because I want him. He's become a necessity. Just off the fact that he needs to be in my life.
And that's growth. Some people aren't there yet, and they've been in a relationship for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And it's
Yeah.
always been
I can't waste my time. And I can't waste somebody else's time.
at all.
Because then
Yeah.
technically, I
Time is-
wasted mine.
Time is more than money. People
It
don't
is.
understand
It
that.
is. Oh my gosh, appreciate it.
So time is more than money. Like, you wasted
That's it. So expensive.
a lot of my time. That's sad.
This is the way you said it. Like that's literally how I just felt before like today. Because I was like, these motherfuckers out here playing with me. Out here, they all tough and rowdy. They bout it. Then when it's time to be bout it, y'all niggas is out.
Where you at? Nowhere to be found.
Gone.
Like,
Right. Like
this is
hella faces y'all be putting on, but ain't none of them the real one.
none of them. None. Zilch. Zero.
Salty.
I think it. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the academic confidence.
We need to do that. Get into it.
So, granted, we have people who are knowledgeable because you gotta talk about the knowledge behind. You got all these degrees. You confident in your office, or you confident in your
It's gonna be a degree.
yeah. It's coming.
I'm
It's
excited.
coming.
I'm excited.
But you're confident in your background and knowledge, and you don't have the experience. Zip.
Ooh.
That's the reality of a lot of people who are now going to school. Some people are starting to figure out, oh yeah, let me intern somewhere, but being confident in your journey or your career background is where everybody is trying to find. Like everybody are starting to find this entrepreneur confidence, and some people don't have degrees and they're building up these careers, and then some people have degrees and still need all these certifications behind their degrees because they lack thereof.
Some people stay workers because of that too. Some people are scared to even try something because of that lack of confidence. But it's not about how you feel the world is going to see you. It's how are you going to see yourself? Because that's what we're looking at.
That's
You
a
think we're looking at you. We're looking at you with yourself. We're looking with you. If we got to look at you, maybe you got to do something different. We're looking with you. Because when I know for a fact, if I'm looking at somebody, I already know that they know what I see, and that we looking at the same thing. If you ain't looking in the mirror, then probably, I don't know. But when you got dressed this morning, we know that you got this on. We know your size. We know that you got eyelashes on. We know all that stuff. But in the same instance, who are you without it? Can you carry that with and without?
I think we need to go back to the olden days where we literally had to wear leaves.
Leave. That's what
Look,
I
I've
said.
been
Didn't
down
I
for the
say that?
toga
Like,
that's what I was
movement
saying.
We need to
forever.
We
go
need to
off
have
the
one
grid.
day a year, like
It
the
should-
purge.
it
We
should
need
be-
to just be naked
Yeah.
one day, and you have to go to work. It's illegal to not leave the house on this day. All of y'all niggas gotta leave the house ass naked because y'all need some new shit. A new appreciation
Tell
for
'em.
some shit.
Tell them.
Yeah, I'm skinny, bitch. I know that. You don't gotta tell me.
Gang, gang.
I knew that when I put on my
Now,
size 2 pants.
it should be a requirement of students. It should be a requirement to learn that. because
Everybody naked,
You need to just learn to be in nature because that's the first.
even the baby.
That's the first way of gaining anything is going back to nature, going back to the natural state.
You can be 80 years old. I don't care. Show that sag.
Listen, the confidence back in the way was being able to go out there with a stick. You sharpened that stick and you caught a fish.
And everybody gonna be lit. Because
Everybody eat.
What? And everybody gonna be like, oh, you look like that? Well, shit, I've been crying about this the whole time for nothing. Nigga, we all ugly. We all ugly.
You just might not like my ugly. Or I might like your ugly a little bit more than the other
She
ugly.
said, well, mate, them uglies. You gotta separate the uglies. She got the T.I. What's that word he be using? Exquisite or exclusive is it? What's that word he be using?
I have no clue.
His podcast called something. What's that word he be using?
Oh, I think it's exquisite.
It's something like that. It's
We're going to have to look it up and go back.
damn it.
And then we're going to put it at the bottom.
Matter of fact, go ahead and finish it.
But yeah, going back to nature, and I think that should be a requirement of this newer generation, because it's not about what you have on, what you got going to school. It's about your survival. How are you going to survive? Like, how are you going to actually survive? Like, to me, I know something's going to happen. Like, for example, Katrina happened. People wasn't worried about what they had on. They were worried about survival. And Hurricane Sandy happened in the Bahamas. Tsunamis happen. All different types of world disasters happen to put in the reality of real life and survival. And sometimes it's something like learning how to plant, learning how to actually catch a fish or start a fire or find shelter. And that's where, especially our melanated, not if we have other viewers, I can only go but what I know. Our melanated people need to learn some things about survival. Like, yeah, we know the struggle. We know and we learned the struggle. We have mastered the struggle.
Let's solve the struggle.
We have mastered being enslaved. So at this point, what else can we conquer? Because there's nothing that we can't do. Like,
other than growing. And if she ain't dropping dimes, y'all niggas is stupid.
Self-confidence starts within, and why I bring up nature is because that's where it all starts.
You're hot. Because she just made me hot. She dropped the dime, okay? That's a quarter.
I'll tell y'all about the experience. So over the summer, I taught YouthWorks. I was able to teach YouthWorks. I taught kids from Poly, Western Dunbar, Carver, City, you name all the college preparatory high schools in Baltimore City. I was able to kind of connect with...
She's lit! I told you! She is just lit!
I was able to connect
God.
with the new generation. And we had to learn about being blind. We had to learn I knew nothing. I knew nothing about Braille. I knew nothing about being blind. I didn't even know a blind person. So we had to build a better book project for a blind person. Where do we start? Kids are learning games. We are into technology. Bam, let's hit it on the nail with the technology program. This is what we're going to teach them. I had to take it back to the basics. I had to take them on a nature walk. Baltimore City kids on a nature walk, Park Heights. Granted, look it up, Google it. Not where you take a kid on a nature walk. So, I take these kids on a nature walk. Their first reaction of hearing the word nature and walk on a hot 98-degree weather day. They said, Miss Amber,
you crazy? Is you crazy?
I don't walk nowhere. I don't go out the house. They all about these phones. Like, sometimes we gotta put the phones down. In this case, the phones is needed. But once you get this message, you should go take a nature walk, whatever age. But long story short, we go on the nature walks. On these nature walks, they discover like it's parks in this neighborhood that they never been to. Drove past, walked past. We aren't being in tune of our surroundings. They're not even confident in their surroundings. Like, you don't even know what's around the corner other than the corner store or other than the bus stop. So we aren't even appreciating that small thing. So we had to get back to the basics. Long story short, we got to do this blindfolded because it's Build a Better Book for the Blind. In order to do something, you have to experience it. You have to give the experience. How are you going to write a better book for the blind? You don't know what it means to be blind. There's different types of being blind. We had to go over things. I knew nothing about Braille at all.
Yeah.
We went to the Braille library.
That shit is interesting.
The blind and disabled library, which is in Baltimore, Maryland.
And the fact that all you gotta do is learn, you rubbing your fingers over it is magical. Like, how do you do that when you can't?
It was undescribable.
And then this one for me, I'm thinking.
How do you walk down the street? How do you get?
I was driving Lyft, and this blind guy got in. I started realizing, like, I'm picking up all types of people, this man, like, he found his way. The most I had to do was help him, like, get in and out because he's a little older.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit, that made me think, like, wow,
I
y'all
asked
really
him-
walking around here freely.
I asked him, I said, okay, one of the questions was, excuse me, what would you do if you became blind? One little boy, he said, I would just sit in the chair all day. And I said, no,
Wow.
that's not how we work. Like,
What are you
you
sitting
gotta
in the
get
chair
up.
for?
You have to get up and walk. And that's another thing of learning gratitude. It's another thing of
Mhm.
learning confidence and learning one day you might have something and the next day you don't.
And motivation, you gotta learn how to motivate yourself too. 'Cause
Self
ain't nobody gonna
motivation.
be there for you all the time. You gotta do that yourself all the time.
You got to figure it out. But moral to the story is some people was with the nature walk. Some people weren't. But over time, it grew on them. And I realized, oh, we can't walk around Park Heights blindfolded. So I had to gain their trust. I had to gain their trust to even walk them through a neighborhood. One little boy, he just was like, Miss Amber, to be honest, from how my lifestyle works, I can't walk. Just straight like that. Like, I said, all right, well, I understand. You're going to be missing out on things because you don't walk. But in the meantime, you're going to have to go in the back
And
of
that's
this
his
building.
life choices that he did that he can't walk too.
Or someone else life choices.
But he allowed it in the same instance. Whether you're a child or not, you have to have that knowledge of someone there to tell you that sometimes. But you still have that power to control your life.
Yeah.
If you don't want something to do
And that's
with
walking
you.
around in a fear too as well. So,
I mean, I turn.
but he
if
was
I do
confident
have that
on
fear,
letting
I
me
turn
know.
it into what the fuck you want with a nigga.
Technically, I didn't want nothing to be
Prepared.
on my hands. Look, I ain't want nothing to be on my hands. If his face was known for whatever is known.
Yeah, you being smart. But
So it was like,
him,
alright,
he
cool.
gotta go through that himself. He gotta get himself together,
Self-confidence.
see what he's doing that he need to do right,
Analyzing yourself.
and then do the opposite of what he just was doing.
Reevaluating.
Because then you can go outside and walk freely. You ain't got to worry about a goddamn thing. Worry gives you stress and wrinkles. You know what? Let's wrap this up, guys, because we're gonna be all day.
Yeah, we could.
The last thing we need to
I could
speak
talk all
on
day.
is accountability. So my whole thing is accountability counts for every motherfucking thing. Self-confidence too. Be accountable for your own self-confidence or the lack thereof. Even if you ain't even realized you have it or don't have it or need to get you some more. That's fine too. But hey, we're here on Talk That Ish on She Bougie Radio, and we might have some of the answers that you need. Always got some advice. Always staying with the new guests. And today you've met Ambi Gurley.
Ambi Gurley.
Her business is
BDBs
BDBs 18. Okay,
18.
on Instagram. If
Hit
you
me
need to
up.
find her, she sells.
I sell bracelets that bring healing and self-love, self-care, self-confidence, and being more aware of what you need to ground yourself.
As in chakras, crystal beads, all that stuff.
Come holla at me.
I got mines on.
Let me know. Let me know what you need. Send me a DM. They only run between $10 to $25, so we can work.
Y'all know I can do that. I'm
Great
not even
gifts.
done stacking up. This just a little bit. I didn't even put all of them on.
Look, we just out here making it work. Supporting the system. Supporting. That's
Yes.
love. That's love.
All right, y'all. We got pretty much like so much more stuff coming. But as of today, thank you guys for tuning in. And we have been produced by Godhead Visions. And I just want y'all to know, it's great working with him, okay? I just need to put this in here. It's great working with him. Hey,
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate that.
All right, y'all. So we're going to close it out. It was exciting having you and Summer here. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. That was
Other
love.
than that, yes. I think
I
that
can't
was
wait
it.
to see.
Yeah.
I
It
can't
was
wait.
too. All right, y'all. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to smile. Put smiles on faces. And act like you got some sense. Stay real, y'all.
Self-confidence.
Peace.